I felt like I got hit by a bus. I can just hear people in the background and I hate it. Go to your bed now, man. This is where the story starts, so... Hi, guys. Long time no see. Your bestie's got a cold. My mum's at the door. I'm sure you can see her in the reflection on TV. You know, I find it hard to vlog when people are around. I find it hard. I'm eating these. And bud. It bud. So, as promised, I'm going to take you through my lipo experience. That's why I'm here today. Are you not happy to see me? I can just hear people in the background and I hate it. Go to your bed now, man. With this vlog, sorry, I didn't write anything down. I don't have anything structured, but I'm just going to talk about my experience. There are going to be pictures. I'm going to add pictures in as I go along. So if you're squeamish, you better turn off from now. I don't know if you're going to see anything particularly nasty because I don't think I have them pictures anymore. But you gonna see something.
How are you going to vlog with your husband?
I can vlog with my husband.
Why you can't vlog with your
Because I'm tired. Just go in your room.
husband with your mother?
Girl, just go in your room, please. Damn. Where I'm gonna start with taking you through my lipo experience is what made me want to get lipo. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, what made me want to get lipo should have been my goddamn chin. Anyway, so what made me get lipo is that I've always felt like I have an alright, decent body. I've never been fat. I've definitely been skinty. It's fat. I don't even like saying that I've never been fat because there's people who are fat that just look so good with it, like so good, like curvy and just It wasn't the size of my body. It was the fact that I felt like I was quite straight. You know, like the Aaliyah aesthetic, just like straight. But then I feel like we've stepped into this era where everyone wants to look quite womanly and feel quite womanly, and you don't actually want to be straight. You're a size 10 or you're a size 12 and then you've got that straight aesthetic. I just think that when you've got your clothes on, it doesn't look great. And I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying that for me. So whatever's going on here is personalized to me. And it's not the way I think about anybody else, because however you want your body to be is definitely perfect for you. But for me, I was not kicking it with that aesthetic at all. So I made up my mind. I wanted to get lipo. So before trying lipo, I tried wood therapy, and that does actually work, but it is pretty slow. That takes time. And when you want a certain aesthetic because you feel like it's going to make you feel better, you want it now. What makes you rush into things and definitely go ahead is the way they sell it to you. Like, they're really crafty. Like, it's so easy to contact them. As soon as you contact them, it's like, yep, let's do a video consultation. Send videos of your body. You send pictures of your body, and then they tell you what's right for you. So they recommended 360. And then they come with, oh, it's this much, and you know, the hotel, we're throwing in the hotel's free, and then this and that, and this person will pick you up. So the ease of it all is another thing that definitely persuaded me to get lipo. It was just so easy. I got lipo with MCAN, and I went with my two friends. They were there for support. I got my surgery in Istanbul. I need my other glasses back. I don't like these glasses. I mean, I like them, but they're not the ones I want to wear. So the minute we got to Istanbul, there was a driver there to collect us. The driver then takes you to the hospital. When you go to the hospital, you have to get all your vitals checked. You have to get weighed. You have to do some blood tests. And honestly, guys, that's all I can remember for now.
Are you stupid or something?
But they whisk you away to the hospital, and I've heard that most companies do this. Collect you from the airport, whisk you off to the hospital. The surgery was scheduled for like 7 a.m. the next day. So at like 5 something, they send the driver again to the hotel to pick you up, so you don't have long to sleep. You're literally knackered. You can't eat, can't drink, nothing like that. They take you to the hospital, you get ready. There's lots of documents to sign, and there's a few tests that you need to do again. Please bear in mind that when you're going to get surgery, every peep, peep, cluck, cluck, you have to pay for it. I don't know how it is if you go to Dom Rep. I don't know how it is if you go to Miami or Colombia, but I know that in Turkey, you have to pay for everything. You would think these things are included. They have to, if they want to give you a scan, you have to pay for it. Painkillers after the surgery and antibiotic to safeguard you from like infections wasn't free. We got to the hospital, there was lots of paperwork to sign, and then your surgeon comes to see you. So when he comes to see you, you get naked obviously, and he starts marking out the areas of your body that, I don't know, they're gonna do the procedure on. They're gonna stick the things in, and what are those? I don't know what they're called. And then you just wait. It's just literally like a waiting game. It is literally like, when I feel like when you go surgery anyway, it's like a chop shop. You have to just wait until the next girl goes in and she comes out, whatever your turn is. And finally, it was like, yeah, it's your turn. I was shitting. So anyway, they wheel me out into the hallway, and then we get to the lift. They started giving me medication. Like, they hooked me up to a drip. They started putting medication in it from I was at the lift. So by the time I've gone down, I was like super duper drowsy. I just remember them like laying me on the beds, talking to me a little bit, and then being like, okay, count to 10. I was out. I was gone. The next time I woke up, guys, this is where the story starts. So the next time I woke up, guys, I felt like I had been hit by a fucking bus.
Damn!
Yes, I felt like I had been hit by a bus. I've never felt anything like that in my life. And if you want surgery, you need to come here and hear this. Don't listen to them girls that are on YouTube talking about, oh yeah, I was up and out and I was around and we went down to Istanbul and we went to see da, da, da. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I felt like I got hit by a bus. Like, it was so bad, so painful. When you wake up from the anesthesia, you are freezing. If your eyes wasn't open, you would swear that you have summited Mount Everest. That's how cold it is. That is how cold it is. You are freezing. There's nothing they can do to warm you up. They put some like heater thing in the bed. It's like a blow. It come in like a, not a blow heater because it's more powerful than that. It's like a blow dryer, but it's not a blow dryer. But it's like that, and then they put it in the bed, and even that can't heat you up, my friend. Then you realize how much pain you're in. Then you're groggy. You're so groggy, like your throat hurts. You can't talk. You're literally just like, oh, and you're tired. Oh my God, guys. Who feels it knows it. You're tired. You're so tired, and they don't leave you alone. I could cry right now just thinking about it. They don't leave you alone. Every minute. Every minute. There's a blood pressure test to be had. There's medication to be given. They're just waking you up. They don't come in and tiptoe and do these things and be like, oh, okay, no, let her sleep. They're actually like, hello, darling, every 5 minutes. And then I've also noticed that I've got like a packet of blood going into my system. So when I'm shooketh. something could easily happen because you're so far away and you could easily need blood. And if you're going to go for surgery in Turkey, then you have to be prepared for them to give you blood in Turkey. But I was fucking surprised. Slidey. Slip and slide. Slip and slide. Anyway. Kima, get out. I don't care. Get out. Cha. What was I saying, guys? Yeah, so I woke up and they were giving me bloods. In here's not bright enough, so I'm just trying to hold the curtain back so I can get as much like natural light as possible. But so yeah, so if this was England, I think I would have been fine with it. But waking up and seeing like some random blood in Turkey, I was shook. So when I spoke to the nurse, they said to me during surgery, I had lost a lot of blood. You're actually scraping that like that on purpose. Jesus! Get married, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Why you're banging up the bowl with the spoon like an Oliver Twist? And then here comes the fucking train. I fucking had enough. Someone, please buy me a fucking penthouse condo as soon as possible, please. So while you're in the hospital, bear in mind you're only in the hospital for, is it 1 night or 2 nights? Was I in the hospital? I was in the hospital for 1 night. So you're only in the hospital for 1 night. They're gonna release you when you can walk. They don't need to release you when you can pee like they do in England because they hook up a catheter to your tonton. And what is so funny is that one of the nurses, she came round to see me and she had to change my catheter. Oh my God, it's so uncomfortable. So she changed my catheter, but when they change the catheter, they have to put a stopper on the tube. So she put a stopper on the tube, changed the catheter, and then left me. So as I'm lying down in a bed, now this has been like maybe like half an hour later. I remember I told you guys I'm absolutely knackered and I'm groggy. So I'm lying down in the bed and I'm thinking, what is this sensation that I need to go toilet? Guys, it was like I was bursting. I felt like, no, I'm actually gonna pop. When I looked down, did the woman not leave the stopper on the catheter? Fucking bitch. Can you excuse me, please? Oh, babe. First painful, super painful thing I experienced. They come and check your wounds and they come and check your body. So please bear in mind that when they've done the surgery and they squeeze you into the faja, you're already unconscious. When they come around and see you and they open up the faja, check your body and check your wounds, change your dressing if they have to, and then close back up the faja, blood clots. Hey! There was fire on the mountain. Imagine you just having surgery, you have wounds, open wounds, and they're squeezing you into something that is way too small. And then they have to hook it up. So to hook it up, they have to be pushing, and you know their knuckles are pushing on my torso. I just had surgery. By the next day, they encourage you to start walking around. So they do release you the next day, but they don't release you early the next day. They have these little old ladies that work there. They have something on their head. I feel like they dress like nuns. I don't know if that's how their nurses dress, like especially the elderly ones. But honestly, they are so sweet. The one I had, she was so sweet. She was feeding me like a baby, doing airplanes. And she was singing to me. Honestly, I felt like she was literally just an angel. You don't realize like how much kindness goes like a long way. So I really appreciated that lady. So when everything's said and done and you get up and you can walk, they order your cab and your cab takes you back to the hotel. Now the hotel ride is the second painful thing you're gonna experience ever, because every bump you feel it. And it's weird because when you're not in pain, you don't realize that there's potholes all over the road. But the minute you're in pain, there's potholes everywhere. There's roundabouts everywhere. Like it's just too much. So on the drive, you're just so uncomfortable. Getting out the car, so uncomfortable. When I got back to the hotel, I felt like very, very alone. Like literally, I felt like alone. I was in so much pain, guys. Even places I didn't have surgery fucking hurt. I could not sleep. So the painkillers that they give you were probably equivalent to taking ibuprofen or paracetamol. They did absolutely nothing for me. I just want to let everybody know that there is no comfortable position when you're trying to sleep. And you have to remember, they don't let you sleep at the hospital. So you're tired, like you're extra tired. And I feel like you still have the remnants from being put to sleep in your system. So the tired that you are, like it's just so overwhelming. Like I just got to a point where I was just, for the like 5 or 7 days that I was there, I was crying every night. Guys, it was so painful. And I was so tired and there was no relief. Then you got the drains in you. And sometimes you forget that you have the drains in you. So when you try and get up, you got so much on your mind just literally trying to get off the bed without feeling too much pain and walk to the toilet, and you forget you have a drain, and then the drain kind of drops behind the bed and you walk and the drain pulls. Painful. When you get the drains taken out, you're able to go in the shower. Getting the drains taken out is not for the faint-hearted. These drains are on catheter needles, and then they put these needles into the surgery entry points. Now I'm trying to use surgical terms. I don't know if I'm right. Because they have to wait a few days to take them out, but by the time they come and take it out, your wounds start healing over the catheter needles that are inside your body. Your wounds start healing over it. So when your wounds start healing over it and then they have to take them out, sometimes if it hasn't started healing a lot, they're still able to pull them out, which was my case, but still very super painful. There are times where your wounds kind of overheal, like too quickly over the catheter needles over the space of a few days, and then they have to cut your wounds open again in order to pull the drains out. Now, it's not the same. You don't go back to the hospital for them to cut your wounds open again. The nurse that comes to your hotel room has a scalpel. So pulling the drains out for me was very, very painful. And I have a very low pain threshold. Me no likey pain. So after the drains come out, the nurse puts you back in your faja. She does you up and she leaves. And then she says to you, oh, don't worry, you know, you can have a bath now, whatever, whatever. I take off my faja. I go to the toilet first. For the first few days, you cannot remove your faja. Well, you can't remove your faja anyway, but for the first few days, you can't remove your faja because you can't even wash until they take your drains out. So you have to buy this thing. It's like a funnel. So it enables you, instead of sitting down, because it's uncomfortable to sit down in a faja that you can't take off. Instead of sitting down, you can just stand up over the toilet with your faja on, because your faja, it has an open gusset. So you have to buy this funnel thing. You can get it from Amazon. It was so fucking handy. I can't even believe it. I still have it and I'm not getting rid of it. Like that's my party trick. Finally, when I was able to go in the shower, take off the faja, I sat down on the toilet, and when I sat down on the toilet, I could feel all this warm stuff on my body. I'm thinking, what is this warm stuff on my body? Like this sensation. When I stood up, guys, the entry points from all the surgery, all the fluid that would have been draining is squirting out of me. All corners of the fucking bathroom, out of every flipping wound, is the fluid is squirting out of me everywhere. As I'm turning around, I'm saying, what the fuck is this? It's just squirting and it's just going shoo, shoo, shoo. I was just like, fuck. In these drains, whatever comes out of you, I don't know what it is. It's blood and it looks like orange soda. Blood with orange soda on top. And for some reason, it doesn't really mix. And then you shake it and then it mixes and then it separates again. I'm assuming it's blood and fat. Anyway, I was able to go in the shower. Thank God I had my chargy. Leanne, pick up yourself anyway there, because Leanne had to wash me. Yes, she had to wash me. I couldn't bend, me couldn't stretch, me couldn't flex, me couldn't this, I couldn't that. The first time I saw my body is when the lady came to take out my drains, and I didn't like what I saw. I just wasn't used to looking down and it just being washboard. I was like, what the hell? I felt like I looked like a sausage dog. I didn't like it. I mean, I appreciate it now, but I definitely didn't appreciate it then. The plane ride was awful. Everyone had surgery. If you never had on a faja, if you wasn't on some kind of scooter bending over because you had BBL, then you had cotton wool around your head because you had a hair transplant. Everybody had a nose job. Listen, you know, so plane, it was like surgery plane. Everybody on the plane had surgery. By the time I got home, this is when the suicidal thoughts kicked in, because from the day I had surgery up until me going home, I was unable to sleep. And at this point, this is when the itching sensation starts. When they're giving you the surgery, they sever your nerves. When your nerves start healing and they start connecting again, they create this itching sensation. Now, the itching sensation is bad. It feels like there's ants and roaches and termites and all these critters under your skin. It's really horrible. There's no way to explain it. There's no way to stop it. It's really, really, really bad. And on top of that, the pain was still on 10. Like I said before, there's no comfortable position when you just get surgery. Like, you know, like in some instances you can think, you know, I feel really good when I lay on my back. As long as I stay on my back, or as long as I stay on my side, or as long as my legs are elevated, like there's nothing you could do. You could try sleeping in a handstand if you want. There's nothing you could do. You can try and sleep suspended in the air. There's nothing you can do. Like it's so painful. And you're still so tired. The fact that I couldn't sleep like since surgery, even when I got home, because of the itching and the pain and there being no comfortable position. Oh my God, guys. I could cry just thinking about it, honestly, because again, every single night I would cry. 4 a.m, I would just be in my room shouting like, I regret doing this. My mum would come in, my mum would be like, I told you. And that would just make things worse, because I'm already suffering like from mental defects because I haven't been able to sleep. Do you want me to snap on your ass? Is that what you want? Because I will. At that time, I felt like, yeah, this is chronic pain, and I flipping had enough. I was in so much pain that I just didn't want to be here anymore. There wasn't a time where it wasn't painful. There wasn't a time where it wasn't itchy. And I'm not saying this to deter anybody from surgery. I'm just giving you the real of what I felt when I got surgery. The question has been posed to me, like, was it worth it? And the thing is, I feel like it was worth it. But now that I know what I know now, I would have never, like, if I ever have to go back for surgery, I would never go. I would never go, because I can't go through this again. Like, I would never go. Even now, I'm talking to you about surgery. I'm literally got this in my hand and I'm fiddling. That's because I literally have PTSD from everything I went through. And I don't think that I've been able to express it the way I want to express it to you guys. But for me, it was really bad. And I would never, ever, ever go back for surgery. Definitely not lipo. You don't know what the future holds. The way gravity is taking over this body, bitch. The way gravity is pulling me down. You never know. I might have to get these puppies back sitting up, right? Look at the difference. Yeah, one day I might want these puppies sitting up. I'm growing more conscious of my nose. Like, as I get older, I'm growing conscious of my nose. Yeah, guys, this isn't to deter anyone from getting surgery. Like I said, I do encourage everyone to love their body, but easier said than done, especially from someone who's gone and got surgery. If I was advising my cousin or my sister or, you know, friends, people close to me, I would say no, unless I felt like, you know what, you could really benefit from it. So yeah, but I will definitely be there for them on their surgery journey because I've done it already. That was just my journey, guys. I can't really think of anything else that I'm hearing a lot of stories now though about Istanbul and about how horrible the people that work at the airport are to people who have just had surgery.
Hey girls, so currently in Istanbul airport, when you come into the airport, there's like security checks. So I've gone through the security checks and two ladies have pulled me into like this little room with a curtain, and they've literally, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know what's just happened. They've just made me take off everything I'm wearing. Obviously I've got all of my garments on, but they've made me rip open my boobs. I've got dressings on because I've had some bleeding and some fluids leaking from my boobs, but they've made me rip the dressings off. They're touching me, telling me, silly girl, hurry up. Ugh, ugh, disgusting, disgusting. Hurry up, do it faster. Touching me, squeezing me. It was just so intruding and so horrible. And I just wanted to tell everyone, so anybody coming for surgery, if you're wearing your garments coming into the airport, just please try to hide them as best you can, because I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. It was horrible.